Make this summer one to remember with these savings at Fairway. This week, USDA Choice Top of Iowa Sirloin Steak is just $4.99 a pound. Stella Bella green seedless grapes are only $1.88 a pound. Ritz crackers are just $1.88. Coca-Cola or Sprite products are 4 for $9.98 when you buy 4. Wishing you a fun-filled summer from our family to yours. Fairway.
Obsessively, relentlessly. That's what you can always expect, even when faced with the unexpected. It's a service we take seriously, providing comfort in the rain, tools to help you save, a helping hand along the way, and from a safe distance away. Delivering the energy you need while going the extra mile. Regardless of the times, our team remains committed to you.
Central Bank opened its doors in 1877 and has been proud to call Iowa home ever since. For more than a century, our family-owned business has worked hand-in-hand with friends and neighbors across the state to make their dreams a reality. Come visit us at our new location on Hickman and Waukee and see how Central Bank can make it happen for you.
Save thousands now at Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. 15% off 2020 Equinox and 2020 Trax, or 0% for 84 months. 15% off 2020 Sonic and 2020 Spark. WaukeeChevy.com. 12% off 2020 Blazer. 10% off 2020 Colorado. Up to $15,000 off new 2020 Suburban. We're in a position to give you more for your trade. As always, we're a partner you can count on. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
Hi, I'm Joe the Car Guy with Westside Auto. I'm excited to tell you about our new lifetime oil change plan. When you purchase our plan, you'll never have to pay for an oil change again. If you get a different car, simply transfer the plan over. If that car's oil needs are different than your original plan, just pay the difference. It couldn't be simpler. You won't have to worry about inflation or prices going up. Give us a call at Westside Auto Pros to get details on the lifetime oil change plan. And remember, when I say lifetime, I mean your lifetime, not just your car's.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at MidAmerican Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Hi, I'm Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and this has been a crazy year. We might just run out of furniture, but we still have a great selection right now. We have wicker, we have fire pits, we have poly, and if you want something for your deck this year, you should come see us right now. Still have the greatest selection in Iowa at the best prices. Fireplace Superstore, 109th and Douglas, just west of Homemaker.
There's more to love with these savings at Fairway. This week, fresh salmon fillet portions are buy one, get one free. Frito-Lay, Lay's, or Kettle Cook chips are only $1.99. Fairway waffles are buy two, get one more free. Kraft cheese is 3 for $5 when you buy 3 with your coupon. Fresh, fast, affordable. Fairway.
At MidAmerican Energy, we put our energy into making communities stronger, safer, and ready for the future. We support STEM education and community safety, special events, and economic development activities. We energize our cities and towns just like we have for decades, all to help make your community the place where you want to build your business, your legacy, and your life. It's another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Mark Crouch Pool at Dowling High School for our first swim meet of the season. I am here with Randy Nielsen on camera and Peter Tarpey running the show and broadcasting to you live again from Dowling High School. Peter Tarpey's 10th year with Central Iowa Sports Network actually started out right here at Dowling, broadcasting or streaming the Dowling football games at first, and then Valley wanted a piece of that, and Waukee wanted a piece of that, and Southeast Polk, and it's grown to, well, this month alone there are 38 events being streamed by CISN between football, volleyball, swimming, all the high school sports here in the Metro. So we are thrilled to have this matchup tonight, Dowling Catholic versus the Des Moines East Scarlets. We spent a little bit of time with the coaches of both Dowling and East, and we're going to run Paul Urey, Dowling's head coach. And it's his first year as head coach. And he's been here a few years before that, but let's see what Coach Urey has to say about the season.
Hey, we're here with Paul Urey, Dowling's first year head coach, third year with the team as an assistant. Paul, congratulations on having a meet.
Yeah, I'm really excited, finally come around. So great to finally see the girls get to go after some competition. Everything's kind of up in the air the whole season. Didn't know if we were even going to have any meets, and I'm glad we are finally. So,
yeah, what was summer like? Putting the team together and getting them in shape for this meet and for the rest of the season.
Yeah, a lot of the summer was well, the school was closed down pretty much all spring, so I didn't have any contact with any of the girls pretty much since I got hired right before spring break. Let the girls know, sent out an email, and then pretty much no contact with them until first week of July. And a lot of the girls by that time had found their club teams, but there's a good chunk of them that hadn't been doing anything, so we started getting in the water about 3 times a week, doing some weightlifting and getting them going a little bit.
Nice. So what events are you looking forward to?
Best events for us this year are the 100 breaststroke. We've got 3 really strong swimmers there, and we've got more than 3, but we can only enter 3 at the end of the year. So, and the 200 IM, we're really stacked in that one too. Those are our best events that look solid, and I have a really good feeling about our sprint freestylers this year. The 50 and the 100 and the relays. We've getting in the weight room, and the girls are really hitting it hard. And one of the assistant coaches, Lauren Burke, was a Division I swimmer down in Florida, and she's really pushing them in the weight room. And I think as they get stronger throughout the season and their muscles build up, they're really going to come around at the end of the season there.
What are you looking forward to for the rest of the season?
I'm hoping we don't have any more meet cancellations. We had 1 cancellation already and 1 postponement, so we're down to 11 meets this season at this point. Hopefully, with some of the schools going online, you never know what's going to happen with them. Des Moines online, and our next meet was supposed to be Hoover. That one got postponed to later September. Linn-Mar got canceled. That was a big invitational that we traditionally swim very well at, and that one got postponed or canceled for this year. So hopefully we'll be back there next year. And other than that, we've got a few big invitationals that we do hope pan out. Fort Dodge already committed to having theirs, and then we also have a Johnson Invitational, a Valley Invitational, and we got a Waukee dual meet. I think they were 4th last year at state, if I'm not mistaken, so they should push us pretty good this year.
Yeah, who are you worried about locally? What schools locally are going to push you guys and have an exciting finish?
Yeah.
I know that 400 free relay is always exciting when the sports are close.
Right. Waukee definitely will. Johnston was another top 10 team. Valley was another top 10 team last year. So there's good, solid teams we're swimming against on our schedule, and hopefully everything works out and we can compete against them.
Great. Well, good luck tonight, and good luck the rest of the season.
Great. Thank you. Thank you very much.
And we appreciate Coach Urey taking the time to talk with us before the meet. And we also spent a little time with Coach Erin Lowe, a longtime Dowling or Des Moines East swim coach. She's coached boys, girls, and everything in between, as well as the Dowling Club. So let's hear from Coach Lowe. All right, we are with Aaron Lowe, head coach of the East High Scarlets. I see on Facebook the East High Scarlet Lightning.
Yes,
is
that's
that
our
your
club team.
Yep, very good.
Yep.
So, welcome to a swim meet in 2020. How you feeling about your summer season year?
So we got off to a very late start this summer, and our girls only got about 3 weeks in prior to the start of the season, so not a lot. Definitely would have liked to come in a little bit better in shape than that, but we're just thankful that we're getting to swim and having a season and hoping that it just gets to continue.
Right, you haven't started school yet.
Right, we start school next Tuesday, so we'll see what Tuesday brings and how that goes.
And so how'd you get the girls? You haven't started school, not a lot of time to recruit in the hallways.
Right, so, you know, we probably would have had about 32 to 40 girls had this been a normal season. Our roster's right at 22 right now. So it's just kind of the girls that have always swam. They've grown up swimming in our club program, or they've come out prior to now. So we only have 5 freshmen, and we really could have had a freshman group of closer to like 15. But a lot of kiddos are just choosing to not participate this fall. So I guess you could say it's good though, because we have our diehard girls, and they're working hard, and so they're swimming pretty good. So we're happy with what we have.
Oh, very good. So what events are you excited about? What are you excited to watch?
So our free relays were pretty good last year, and everybody from those relays returned. So looking to just improve in those relays. We have quite a few individual swims that will be good. We have a sprinter, Morgan Stout, who looks to be doing really well. She swam the 200 and the 100 last year. Tonight she's swimming the 50 and the 100. Diana Bobadilla can swim everything. She swims IM, fly, sprints. McKenna Dolphin is looking good in the fly and in the back. And then Kayla Call is sprinting and swim in the back. So those are kind of our top 4. That's kind of what we're looking at. Jessica Call, the younger of the Call sisters, she's looking pretty good in the breast and the sprints as well. So hoping, you know, to get that 5th girl moving fast to get those relays moving. We tell them every day, we're like, our relays are only as fast as the 5th girl pushing you to keep your spot. So we're getting there.
Yeah, that's good motivation.
Yeah.
If you want this spot.
Right.
Yep, you better stay fast. So summer, you coached the Lightning.
Yeah.
How was your summer with pools closed? Did you focus on dry land for a bit?
We didn't participate. So the East Lightning is run through Des Moines Public Schools as a sports camp, and so we just had to call it a no-go for this season. It was a little rough, but most of the kids stayed active. They do other things. They run track, cross country. Lots of kids play soccer and baseball and softball. So our kids kind of stayed active with that, but definitely a lot of broken little hearts.
Yeah.
Not getting to get into the pool this year, but hopefully soon. Hopefully.
Right. Well, a good athlete's a good athlete, and they want to stay in shape regardless. So, well, good luck tonight. I appreciate you taking some time to talk with us, and go Scarlets.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.
And welcome back. It was great to hear from Coach Lowe and the Des Moines East Scarlets. Des Moines East has got 18 girls here, I believe, 17 or 18 girls here, and Dowling's got 40. We may see some heats that are Dowling only. Another interesting thing, COVID related, is that rather than alternating lanes, they are going to be Des Moines East will be in lanes 1, 2, and sometimes 3, and Dowling Catholic will be in lanes 4, 5, and 6 for the entire meet, unless, of course, it's an all Dowling heat, in which case they would be. Now I'm looking through the heat sheet, and I do not see. I believe they will be split lanes like that for the entire heat. So Dowling will always be in lanes 4, 5, and 6, and East will always be in lanes 1, 2, 3. And we start out with the 200 medley relay. Lane 4, Ryan Rossi. Lane 5, Sarah Gerchella. And in lane 6, all swimming for Dowling, Violet Bordenaro. Starting out with a backstroke. 50 yards each. We've got backstroke, and coming up in lane 4, Ali Nedved, Samara Tumia in lane 5, and Haley Mohan in lane 6. Ryan Rossi out to a good start. Swimming a 30.61 for the 50 back. Breaststroke is happening now, as you can see. And taking the blocks in lane 4, about to dive, Maria Eld. Claire Carlson in lane 5 taking off, and Cece Smith diving in for the butterfly in lane 6. This is our junior varsity heat. Maria, I swimming a 23.07. That's a quick 50 fly. And finishing out with the freestyle. Freestyle, they could do any of the 4 strokes, but the Australian crawl, as it were, would be the fastest of the freestyle. And 126 to 202. 26.62 for her 50 free. That was Abby Wilcox taking the victory for lane 4. Kataya Bunelos in lane 5, and then Mackenzie Sheridan finishing up with a 37.02 in lane 6. So here we've got East with fielding 2 teams in the 200 medley. They start with the backstroke. Kiera Barriola in lane 2, starting out. Alea Blake in lane 3 for East. For Dowling, it's Mary Martin in lane 4, Julia Sweetman in lane 5, and Ellie Clark in lane 6, starting out with 50 back. Dowling out to a good start in all 3 lanes. Looks like lane 6 might even have a bit of an advantage. Hitting the wall first just by a hair. Those 3 are going to be finishing close. Looks like lane 6 has about a quarter of a body length, and lane 6 does hit first, 28.49 for her split. Taking the water for East in lane 2 is Heidi Arturo, Gracie Boley in lane 3, Emily Kavlock for Dowling in lane 4, Emma Foth for Dowling in lane 5, and Annie Honkamp in lane 6, swimming the breaststroke. And looks like Emma Foth has had a good breaststroke, touching the wall in 32.30. Kaylee Shannon in lane 2 for East, swimming the fly Jessica Cole in lane 3 for East. Reagan Jensen for Dowling in 4. Caroline Schultz in 5. And Cassie Rounds in lane 6. Lane 6, touching first, heading out to the freestyle. That's Bree Evans leading out in lane 6. Up at the top, we've got Mackenzie Loader for East. Jada Decoder for East in lane 3. Maggie Carlson in lane 4. And Zara Worth in 5. And we've got, it was a great, Zara Worth swam at 25.89 to take the win for lane 5, Dowling Catholic. You see the times on the scoreboard there. And East finishing up. Next up, we've got the 200-yard freestyle. Junior varsity, East is swimming, has got 2 swimmers. Alicia Camarillo and Emma Luft, lanes 1 and 2. And looks like take a little warm down for the relay team while the 200-yard swimmers continue to warm up behind their blocks. And I am only seeing one East swimmer at the blocks. Lane 2, Emma Luft. So Emma Luft swimming for East. Abby Smith in lane 4 for Dowling. Maddie Lawler and Becca Kelsey for Dowling in lane 4, 5, and 6. 200-yard freestyle. I saw a quick conference between the chief official and the East coach, perhaps verifying the scratch. Alicia Camarillo not swimming. So again, Emma Luft up in lane 2. Abby Smith in lane 4, Maddie Lawler in lane 5, and Becca Kelsey in lane 6 for Dowling. Keep an eye on the clock for their splits at every 50-meter turn. Becca Kelsey taking an early lead. Making her first turn at 31.81, 34.57 for Maddie Lawler, 35.83 Abby Smith, and Emma Luft turning in 41.79. Each swimmer looking to get a good long stroke, reaching far for that other wall with every stroke. Pulling that water. The ideal stroke, your hand would exit the water further along than where it entered the water. That would be the ideal stroke. Kelsey making a turn for home. 37.98 for that split, so still rolling strong. Says Abby Smith swam a 16:10. I don't think that's correct for that 50-yard split, but we'll keep an eye on that. And here comes Becca Kelsey in lane 6. Touching in 2:23.45. I see we didn't get an accurate time for Abby Smith, and it looked like she touched second, although if you look at the scoreboard, Maddie Lawler is listed in second, but I believe she was third. The officials will sort that out. Sometimes those touchpads are a little bit finicky. And Emma Luft touching with East in 3:01.79. So East has a full contingent in this next race. Justice Rideburn in lane 1, Bethany Harapat in lane 2, McKenna Dolphin in lane 3, and for Dowling we've got Claire Carlson in lane 4, Mary Sweetman in lane 5, and Mary Kate Melcher swimming the 200 freestyle in lane 6. It is a 50-yard pool, so that will be 4 times down and back. That would be 4 laps or 8 lengths. A length would just be 1 length of the pool. And here they are, ready to start. And off they go. Looks like Mary Sweetman got a good start. Half a body length ahead at the turn. And she is pulling away. McKenna Dolphin from East giving Claire Carlson a run in lane 3 and 4. Bethany Harapat turning in 34.68, and Jessica Wrightburn turning in 37.91 for her first lap. And here comes Sweetman. Staying under 30 seconds for that lap, swimming a 29.86. Really putting some distance on the rest of the field here. And 3/4 of the way through, she swims a 30.82. So she is still keeping that speed going. Looks like Melcher has a slight lead on Carlson. And McKenna Dolphin still hanging in there, right on the heels of her neighbor in lane 4. Sweet swimming a 29.83 final lap, finish in 1:57.66. That is a 2020 pool record, a fall 2020 pool record at Dowling for tonight. Great swim by Sweetman. And Justice Rydburn of East finishing up, swimming a 2:45.70. Girls will cool down a minute as the girls on the blocks getting ready for the junior varsity individual medley. 200 yards. CC Smith swimming in lane 4 for Dowling. This is an all Dowling heat. Samara Tumia in lane 5 and Molly Yuri in lane 6. I do not know this to be true, but I am going to guess that Yuri is the daughter of the coach. I know in talking with Coach Yuri before the meet, he did have a son swim at Valley. I asked him how that went, and he said the Dowling kids always cheered him on, which I think is great. Obviously a big rivalry between Valley and Dowling. So to be the coach at Dowling and have your kid go to Valley has got to be a bit of a house divided at times, but it sounds like the Dowling kids were good sports. Cheer them on. Tight race here in the butterfly portion. All three swimmers coming in really within half a body length of each other. It looks like Smith, CC Smith touched first, swimming a 33.32. Tumia swimming a 34.30, and Yuri swimming a 34.09. I'm not sure that's correct because I feel like Tumia touched first, but anyway, we'll see how it all plays out. Smith and Tumia really within a shoulder of each other. Yuri coming in about a body length behind, heading into the breaststroke. Looks like Yuri lost her goggles. That's always a challenge. And Tumia pulls ahead in the breaststroke. Form is critical in all of the strokes, but breaststroke is easy to get a little bit off, but when it's on, you can really fly. And finishing up with the 50-yard freestyle, Tumia maintaining that lead, pulling ahead a bit. And she is going to touch first. Swimming a 38.98 final lap for a 2:38. Lane 4 is a little wonky because it has Smith swimming at 22 second. But Tumia touches first, 2:38. And Molly Yuri
Event number 6, 200
I am being told it's what event did she swim here? I'm looking up through the heat sheet. One of the one of the relays, but it's Fourth, not Fourth. So 200 IM. And they are off a full pull. Gracie Boley from East in lane 1, Alea Blake in lane 2, and Diana Babadilla from East in lane 3. For Dowling, we've got Annie Honkamp, Julia Sweetman, and Sarah Gorchala in lane 4, 5, and 6. And they are done with the fly. Julia Sweetman taking the lead. A good fly flipping onto their backs. Diana Babadella is running second right now through the back. That would be third. We've got lane 5, Julia Sweetman and Annie Honekamp in second. And then we've got a tight race between East's Diana Babadilla and Sarah Gorchala. Watching the board, and boy, they touched at the same time, 1:13.45. So third place up for grabs as they head into the breaststroke. Julia Sweetman coming home from the breaststroke. She'll have 50 yards to go, the free. Annie Homkamp chasing her down. There's her touch. Lanes 3 and 6. Sarah Gorchala for Dowling, touching first. Diana Babadilla touching next. As Julia Sweetman comes home, touching in 2:11.71. Annie Honkamp touching next in 2:17.78. And here comes the fight for third. Sarah Gorchala has a slight advantage over East. Diana Babadilla and Gorchala touches, finishing third, followed by Babadilla. Alea Blake swimming in for fifth in lane 2, and Gracie Boley in lane 1, finishing it out. Boley had a great final lap, 38.36. Making headway on Blake there for East up in lane 1. Coming up next, 50-yard freestyle. Junior varsity. We've got a full heat for this. Stormy Comarak, Caitlin Rodriguez, Mackenzie Lauder for East. And then in lane 4, Kataya Buenelos, Emily Kavlock in lane 5, and Mackenzie Sheridan in lane 6. 50-yard freestyle, a flurry of water for 50 yards down and back. that pause was once the official says take your marks, you are to hold still. And if there's a little bit of bobbling, he'll stand them back up and then bring them back down to the blocks again. 50 yards down and back, and Dowling's Emily Kavlock making her way to the line in lane 5. 27:46 for JV race. That's a great time. And East, Mackenzie Lauder coming in second in 35:42. Yeah, we've got lane 1 on there swimming a 20:48. I don't think that was correct, but Emily Kavlock taking that in 27 seconds. Mackenzie Lauder second for that in East. Next up, we've got Varsity. Jada Decoder for East, Kayla Cole, Morgan Stout, all swimming for East, lanes 1, 2, 3, and lanes 4, 5, 6 are Bree Evans, Cassie Rounds, and Ellie Ronnebaum for Dowling in lane 6. .50-yard freestyle, Varsity. Morgan Stout had a great dive in lane 3 into the pool. Cassie Rounds looks like hitting the far wall first. Lane 5 coming home first. That's Cassie Rounds. It looked to me like lane 4, Bree Evans took it and took second. Round, yeah, their timing is messed up because again, lane 1 swimming a 16-second. We'd be at the Olympics to see that. So Round in first, Evans in second, Ronnebaum in third, Stout up in lane 3, fourth. So we get a break while they prep for diving, and we could run, take good care of our sponsors while they prep for diving. They got to set up the board, move one of the lanes. East does not have a diving team. Their pool is not deep enough, so these will be Dowling divers. We've got Emma Cook, Alexa Larson, Jillian Stewart, Shelby Breen, Molly Urey, and Riley Lewis, all taken to the board. And we will be right back with diving.
Make this summer one to remember with these savings at Fairway. This week, USDA Choice Top of Iowa Sirloin Steak is just $4.99 a pound. Stella Bella green seedless grapes are only $1.88 a pound. Ritz crackers are just $1.88. Coca-Cola or Sprite products are 4 for $9.98 when you buy 4. Wishing you a fun-filled summer from our family to yours. Fairway.
Obsessively, relentlessly. That's what you can always expect, even when faced with the unexpected. It's a service we take seriously, providing comfort in the rain, tools to help you save, a helping hand along the way, and from a safe distance away, delivering the energy you need while going the extra mile. regardless of the times. Our team remains committed to you.
Central Bank opened its doors in 1877 and has been proud to call Iowa home ever since. For more than a century, our family-owned business has worked hand in hand with friends and neighbors across the state to make their dreams a reality.
And we are back. Our first diver, Emma Cook, is doing a forward somersault. Nope, that was not a forward somersault. They get, we're at warm-ups, right? Yeah, we're just warming up. We're warm. Okay, we've got that all figured out. Karen, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I would like to welcome Karen. Maybe move your mic a little closer to your... How you doing there?
I'm doing great.
Perfect. Karen is a mother of a senior diver, Alexa Larson, and I am excited to have her color commentary.
I'll do my best.
As we make our through. We're still doing warm-ups here, but I had 3 swimmers. I'll go through, I don't know, can I say Valley here?
Absolutely.
I had 2 kids at Valley, and I had 1 kid swim at Johnston, but they were all swimmers. And I was the parent with the camera. Actually, this pool is why I bought a camera, because I didn't want to be up here with 8 million people when it was 900 degrees. So I could be on deck with the camera. But I always enjoyed watching diving. but I did not understand all the numbers and letters. So
Yes.
I'm going to talk about that a little bit. Emma Cook is our first diver, and again, we only have Dowling divers because East doesn't have a pool deep enough to dive. But so our first diver, Emma Cook, she's doing a 102B. That is the name of her dive, and that is a forward somersault.
Forward somersault, yes.
And the 1 would imply that it's forward.
Yes.
And 2 means she's doing a full kind
rotation,
of flip,
yes.
full rotation in the air. So if it was a 101, there would be 0 rotations.
And every number corresponds to a point value. That is all. It's all set by USA Diving. So it's everyone across the United States that has the same kind of nomenclature for.
So diving here would be the same as diving
yes.
in California or New
Yes.
York or South Carolina. And so she's got. She's also doing it in pike position.
Straight legs.
With straight legs, not tucking into a ball.
Correct.
And it has a degree of difficulty of 1.5. So her score, she'll be scored by 3 judges, and it's a score of 0 through 10.
Yes.
And whatever her score is would be those 3 numbers added up, multiplied by the degree of difficulty. So if she
Yes.
scored a 30, 3 10s, you'd take that times 1.5, and you'd have a score of 45.
Yes, that's correct.
Perfect. See how much I know?
You're doing great.
I read. So we've got 6 divers here tonight. Emma Cook, Alexa Larson. I hear she's got a wonderful mom.
Jillian
Jillian
Stewart. So
Stewart.
the first 3 are diving varsity.
Okay, so we've got 3 varsity divers.
Yes.
And then Shelby Breen, Molly Urey, and Riley Lewis are our JV swimmers.
divers, yes.
So they are starting with JV. All right, I'm going to try and get my sheets in order here so I know who we're talking about and what they're going to do. Do you know these kids by face? You know who's standing on the board when they stand on the board?
I'm still learning.
Okay.
Yes. We're very early in the season, but yes, we have some new faces.
That's always exciting.
Alexa is the only returning diver this year.
Oh, wow. So a whole new team, whole new diving team. Did the rest graduate or just not come back? Or a little
graduated, yes, a lot
Yeah.
graduated.
And you said Alexa, this is not her 4th year diving.
She began diving as a sophomore in high school. She switched over from gymnastics, decided to start diving. So went
So
from
how did
vertical
that-
tumbling from horizontal tumbling to vertical
Now, was
tumbling.
it the softer landing in the water that influenced her decision, or?
It was a combination of reasons, but she wanted to be a part of her school more and just represent her school. So
Perfect.
She wanted to be on a team.
Well, I know from having kids on swim teams that swim team is a great group of people to hang out with. They always seem to have good GPAs, which is
a good
as a
group,
parent,
yes.
yeah, we never mind that as
They
a
work
parent.
hard.
So she scored 4.5, 4.5, 4.5 for.
Great job.
So. Four, 3.5, and that was Molly Urey doing a forward dive tuck. And that
Nice
was
and high.
Riley Lewis doing a forward dive, 101C. Okay, I'm getting with the program here. 5.5, 5, and 5.5. Emma Cook up doing a forward somersault pike position, 102B. Degree of difficulty 1.5. How's that?
Nice form.
Jillian Stewart up next doing a forward 1.5 somersault pike position. That is a 103B. Degree of difficulty 1.7. Now, from an innocent bystander, that looked like a great dive.
It's a great dive, yeah.
5.5,
Nice form,
6.5,
nice
6.5. That was. Alexa Larson up next. Forward 1.5 somersault pike position, 1.7 degree of difficulty. Oh, that looked great. Nice vertical entry, small splash, which I know is what we all look at, but they're scored on many things, from the approach to the hurdle to the air time, not time, but their experience in the air, how they perform in the air, and the splash. Splash is only one of 5 different areas that is scored. So we are back to junior varsity. Okay, we've got starting position, approach, the hurdle, takeoff, and the entry. Or if it's a back dive, we look at the back press, where they go to the end of the board and turn and stand on their tippy toes. Alexa Larson. Now, do you know her?
I think
she's
I
in the
recognize
lead.
that
She's
name, yes.
after that first dive, 37.4. Here we go. This is Riley Lewis. She's our second diver, doing a forward somersault tuck position. Degree of difficulty was 1.4. 3 times 4.5. And Shelby Breen. So our first JV diver we have now deduced is Molly Urey. So Shelby Breen swimming, doing a forward somersault pike position. A little over rotated, but straight
Good
legs.
form
She
in the
looked
air.
good. Yep.
4, 3.5, 4. And good, going for second dive.
For several of these divers, it's only their second meet ever. So
They're doing well.
if they starting the diving process.
Emma Cook swimming, doing a forward 1.5 somersault. Pike. Very vertical in the air, very close to that board coming down, but nice straight legs. She looked good to me. 6.5, 5.5, and 6 were her score, judges' scores. We've lost our scoreboard. Well, maybe it's back. Jillian Stewart, reverse dive, pike position, 1.7 degree of difficulty.
Jillian Stewart comes for second dive, 2-1B, reverse dive, 5, difficulty 1.
Pretty. Nice form. I liked pointed toes too.
Yeah, they did look good. 6.5, 5.5, 5.5 was her score. And Alexa Larson swimming, doing a forward double somersault pike position, 104B, 2.3 degree of difficulty. Doing about 1,000 spins in the air, or so it seems. 7.5, 6.5, 8. Definitely the highest score we've seen this evening. Does it ever make you nervous, Mom?
Yes.
Yeah.
Although I grew up having to watch her do gymnastics, so
a little bit used to the.
As she grew up, I was, yeah, we were in the stands a lot, so got used to it.
A back dive straight by Molly Urey. And they're watching her back press on that. Diver really needs to stop the board from moving and be still as they prep for their dive when they do that back press. Riley Lewis doing a back dive straight. 1.7 degree of difficulty, and watch as she stands on her tippy toes, prepping for that dive. It's as if they coil and explode off that board.
Lots of power.
3.5, 4.
Shelby Breen doing a reverse dive tuck. Oh, no, I skipped ahead. Forward somersault with a 1/2 twist. 1.7 degree of difficulty. Four and a half, 5, and 5 for her scores from the judges there. Again, that's all added together and multiplied by the degree of difficulty. Back to Emma Cook, our varsity swimmer. That was a back somersault pike position,
Nice
degree
job.
of difficulty 1.6. A round of 6s from the judges. Jillian Stewart doing a back somersault pike position.
Nice tight body going into the water.
Yeah, and the judges rewarded that with a 6 and 2 6.5s. Alexa Larson up next, doing a forward somersault with 1 twist. Free, difficulty of 1.9. Nice, that looked, from my eyes, that looked great. 7, 8, 8.5 for her scores there. And that was Molly Urey doing a back somersault. 5, 4.5, and 4. Riley Lewis is up. She's doing a back somersault tuck position, degree of difficulty 1.5. It's kind of like golf, isn't it? Got to be quiet during their dives.
Yes, yes.
Shelby Breen doing a reverse dive, tuck position, 1.6 degree of difficulty, 301C. See, I just wouldn't do that. That going backwards thing towards the board, I would always be nervous.
No, I would not.
But that looked
either.
beautiful. She got a 5, 6.5, and 6.5. Back to our varsity divers. Emma Cook up with the back somersault with a half twist. Free, so she can do either pike, tuck, or laid out. 1.7 is a degree of difficulty. And she did it laid out. Judges giving her all 5s on that. Jillian Stewart up next with an inward dive, pike position. Oh, no, that's her next one. Forward somersault, 1/2 twist. Six, 6.5, and 6 were her scores. Alexa Larson. Inward 1.5 somersault, pike position. And the ex-gymnast bullets straight down into the pool. 6.5, 7.5, and 8. That looked beautiful. You taught her everything she knows, right?
I have not. No, I have never dove. Never ever. I don't know where.
Molly Yuri up. Forward somersault, 1/2 twist. Degree of difficulty 1.7. She gets a 5.5, 5, and 4.5. Riley Lewis up next. An inward dive, tuck position. 1.4 degree of difficulty. A 3.5 and 2 4s for her score. Shelby Breen. She's diving a back somersault, pike position, the degree of difficulty of 1.6. This is 202B, or not to be. Sorry.
Shelby joined us from Ankeny. She moved to Dowling from Ankeny.
Oh, nice.
So she used to dive for Ankeny.
4.5, 5.5, 5.5. So she's not new to diving.
She's not new to diving.
Just
She's
new to Dowling. Emma Cook up next with the inward dive, 401C. Tuck position, so she will pull her knees up to her as she changes direction in the air. And Emma also was a gymnast She started diving because the sports have very similar skills. She plays softball and basketball. So she is a multi-sport athlete. Yeah, for sure. Jillian Stewart doing an inward dive, pike position, 401B. That looked nice to me. 7,
Yes.
6.5, 6.5.
Great control.
Alexa Larson up next, doing it back 1.5 somersault, tuck position.
Doing a 203C, back 1.5 somersault tuck, difficulty 2.0.
Again, doing about 1,000 spins in the air. 6.5, 7, 7.5. It was either 1,000 or 1.5, something like that. Last dive of the night for junior varsity, Molly Urey doing an inward dive, tuck position. Degree of difficulty is 1.4. She is currently 5th with 104 points. Almost lost her balance there. She'll probably get knocked a little bit for that, but she made the dive 4, 5, and 4.5.
Good to fight for it.
It is good to fight for it, yeah. Riley Lewis up doing a reverse dive. 301C, tuck. Degree of difficulty 1.6.
Incomplete dive.
Incomplete dive. Shelby Breen up next. Inward dive, tuck position. Degree of difficulty 1.4.
Nice height on that dive.
There was nice height. That looked like, and the judges are rewarding with a 6, 6.5, and a 7. So she was leading the JV, and will probably continue that lead with 115 points. Emma Cook, reverse somersault tuck position.
Another one with great height.
6, 5.5, and 6. It did look tight, might have rotated a little bit. Jillian is also a former gymnast who suffered an elbow injury, had surgery to repair it. She wanted to dive because it was close to what she did as a gymnast, and of course she fell in love with it. Jillian Stewart up next.
Pretty.
It was a back somersault, 1.5 twist. That looked beautiful. 6.5, 6.5, 6. So these gymnasts adapt well to the diving. Emma Cook with her final, Alexa Larson. I shouldn't mess up her name. Back somersault, 1.5 twist, free. 2.3 on the difficulty scale. I didn't see much wrong with that. How about you, Mom?
Looked good to me.
7, 7.5, and 8. So she is rewarded by the judges. And she will add 51.75 to her total of 227.45 for a 279.2 to take the victory tonight. How do you feel about that, Mom?
That's great. She'll be very excited. That is actually her highest 6 dive score.
Oh, that's awesome.
Had.
That's her
she
highest
broke her highest score. So she'll
of
be very
all
happy.
time or this year?
Since she started diving.
Oh,
So,
that's
yes.
great. Well, she has maybe the taper, like from last spring until now,
Yes.
was good for her. She could
did
come back
of,
strong.
She did a lot of dry land. She didn't really take a whole lot of time off. She did dry land, and she was able to do some club diving. They were able to get in to to dive in Marshalltown when things started opening up. So they got lucky. The divers who were able to dive in Marshalltown, it was nice to get on the boards.
We got
summer.
kicked out of pools in March, obviously. When was she able to get back in the water? When did pools open up? In July?
Yeah, and not all the pools opened up.
So how did you find Marshalltown? How did you come up with that?
Well, several divers actually in the state of Iowa, the top divers. They also work with some club coaches. This out of Omaha, so the coach comes.
So there's a good coach in Omaha
Yes, and so he trains during the off season, so with them.
Now and forgive me, but is she a state quality diver? Will she go to state or hope to go to state?
She did make it to state last year, and so she's hoping to be able to move up in the ranks.
How'd she finish last year? Was she?
She did not do as well as she had hoped, and so she's got higher goals definitely for herself this year.
That's fair.
And we had just moved from out of state, and it was one of those transition years for us. So and for her, so she's really excited about what the season's going to bring this year.
Very good. Well, listen, I really appreciate you spending time up here, helping us through the diving and the numbers and all that, and good luck for the rest of the season. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Yep.
Save thousands now at Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. 15% off 2020 Equinox and 2020 Trax, or 0% for 84 months. 15% off 2020 Sonic and 2020 Spark. WaukeeChevy.com. 12% off 2020 Blazer. 10% off 2020 Colorado. Up to $15,000 off new 2020 Suburban. We're in a position to give you more for your trade. As always, we're a partner you can count on. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
Hi, I'm Joe the Car Guy with Westside Auto. I'm excited to tell you about our new lifetime oil change plan. When you purchase our plan, you'll never have to pay for an oil change again. If it's a different car, simply transfer the plan over. If that car's oil needs are different than your original plan, just pay the difference. It couldn't be simpler. You won't have to worry about inflation or prices going up.
The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at MidAmerican Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Hi, I'm Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and this has been a crazy year. We might just run out of furniture, but we still have a great selection right now. We have wicker, we have fire pits, we have poly, and if you want something for your deck this year, you should come see us right now. Still have the greatest selection in Iowa at the best prices.
There's more to love with these savings at Fairway. This week, fresh salmon fillet portions are buy one, get one free. Frito-Lay, Lay's, or Kettle Cook chips are only $1.99. Fairway waffles are buy two, get one more free. Kraft cheese is 3 for $5 when you buy 3 with your coupon. Fresh, fast, affordable. Fairway.
At MidAmerican Energy, we put our energy into making communities stronger, safer, and ready for the future. We support STEM education and community safety, special events, and economic development activities. We energize our cities and towns just like we have for decades, all to help make your community the place where you want to build your business, your legacy, and your life. It's another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your
Hey, we're here with Paul Uri, Dowling's first-year head coach, third year with the team as an assistant. Paul, congratulations on having a meet.
Yeah, I'm really excited. Finally come around. So, great to finally see the girls get to go after some competition. Everything's kind of up in the air the whole season. Didn't know if we were even going to have any meets, and I'm glad we are finally. So.
Yeah, what was summer like, putting the team together and getting them in shape for this meet and for the rest of the season?
Yeah, a lot of the summer was, well, the school was closed down pretty much all spring, so I didn't have any contact with any of the girls pretty much since I got hired right before spring break, let the girls know, sent out an email, and then pretty much no contact with them until first week of July. And a lot of the girls by that time had found their club teams, but there's a good chunk of them that hadn't been doing anything, so we started getting in the water about 3 times a week, doing some weightlifting and getting them going a little bit.
Nice. So what events are you looking forward to?
Best events for us this year are the 100 breaststroke. We've got 3 really strong swimmers there, and we've got more than 3, but we can only enter 3 at the end of the year. So, and the 200 IM, we're really stacked in that one too. Those are our best events that look solid, and I have a really good feeling about our sprint freestylers this year. The 50 and the 100 and the relays. We've getting in the weight room, and the girls are really hitting it hard. And one of the assistant coaches, Lauren Burke, was a Division I swimmer down in Florida, and she's really pushing them in the weight room. And I think as they get stronger throughout the season and their muscles build up, they're really going to come around at the end of the season there.
What are you looking forward to for the rest of the season?
I'm hoping we don't have any more meet cancellations. We had 1 cancellation already and 1 postponement, so we're down to 11 meets this season at this point. Hopefully, with some of the schools going online, you never know what's going to happen with them. Des Moines online, and our next meet was supposed to be Hoover. That one got postponed to later September. Linn-Mar got canceled. That was a big invitational that we traditionally swim very well at, and that one got postponed or canceled for this year. So hopefully we'll be back there next year. And other than that, we've got a few big invitationals that we do hope pan out. Fort Dodge already committed to having theirs, and then we also have a Johnson Invitational, a Valley Invitational, and we got a Waukee dual meet. I think they were 4th last year at state, if I'm not mistaken, so they should push us pretty good this year.
Yeah, who you worry about locally? What schools locally are going to push you guys and have an exciting finish?
Yeah.
I know that 400 free relay is always exciting when the sports are close.
Right. Waukee definitely will. Johnston was another top 10 team. Valley was another top 10 team last year. So there's good, solid teams we're swimming against on our schedule, and hopefully everything works out and we can compete against them.
Great. Well, good luck tonight, and good luck the rest of the season.
Great. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Welcome back to the Mark Crouch Pool at Dowling Catholic High School. This is Dave Mabel, and I'm here with Randy Nielsen and Peter Tarpey. Randy on camera, Tarpey directing the whole show. So we are poolside for the Dowling Maroons and Des Moines East Scarlet swim meet. It's great to be back at a pool. Great to be watching live sports for sure. Hopefully it's a trend that we see continue into the future. Waiting on a score, we are a third of the way through the meet. We have had the 200 medley relay, 200 freestyle, 200 individual medley, and the 50 free. We followed that with diving, and we had 6 divers from Dowling take the board and have wrapped up. We are now in the break before we hit the 100 fly, 100 free, 500 free, and 200 free relay portion of the meet. Dowling Catholic has a rich tradition of strong swimming. We've got 2017 district champions. That's on the men's side. Here we go. Regional team champion 2019. Regional team champion 2018. Regional team champion 2017 and 2016 as well. So again, rich tradition of swimming here at Dowling, both boys and girls, or men and women. They are beginning to clear the pool.
Clear the pool.
As I was a parent of 3 swimmers, and I bought a camera so that I could be on the pool deck instead of up in the stands. It was always indoor pools were hot and crowded with the parents. I will say Dowling's doing a great job letting parents watch their swimmers and maintain social distancing. They allow 18 people up in the stands at a time, and gosh, that would have been enjoyable as a parent when my kids were swimming, because there were like 1,800 people up in the stands, or so it felt. But spent a lot of time on the deck. My kids swam at Valley and Johnston, and Dowling was always a tough meet. Dowling always gave a solid performance, and was never, regardless of how, and I was part of some Valley state swim meet, state swim teams, and Johnston state swim team, and Dowling was never a gimme. So we are about to start the girls 100-yard butterfly, junior varsity. And again, we're doing things a little different. East has lanes 1, 2, 3, and Dowling has lanes 4, 5, and 6. So in lane 4, we have Claire Carlson, Cece Smith in 5, and Mary Kate Melcher in 6, all swimming for Dowling. East has a total of, I believe, 18 swimmers here, and so they often are not fielding a junior varsity heat, but they will be swimming in the varsity. Off they go, and it was a very close start. A 100 yards of butterfly, and they are touching the wall almost simultaneously. Butterfly is definitely a difficult stroke. It's difficult for 25 yards, much less 100. And again, they're about to touch at the 50. Looks like Claire Carlson touches first in a 33.85. Cece Smith in 34.22. And Mary Kate Melcher in 34.41. Claire Carlson pulling ahead. She's about a body length, or 3/4 of a body length ahead, but the fight for second and third between Smith and Melcher is tight. And I don't believe, oh yeah, Smith takes second, 34.22, Melcher 34.41 in third. Carlson wins 33.85. So now we've got varsity 100-yard butterfly for East in lane 1. Heidi Arturo in lane 2. Jessica Cole in lane 3. McKenna Dolphin. Swimming for Dowling in lane 4. Zara Worth. Reagan Jensen in 5, and Caroline Schultz in lane 6. And they are off. Caroline Schultz taking an early lead at the first turn. Maintaining that lead with a good push off that first wall. It's like Zara Worth in second, touching the wall second. Third is Reagan Jensen. Fourth, McKenna Dolphin. Jessica Cole from East touching next. And Heidi Arturo making her way down the pool for her first 50. Lane 6, Caroline Schultz. But Zara Worth is pushing strong, pushing strong. If this race is any longer, Worth might take it. It's going to be close. And she does. Worth comes through in the last stroke to take the victory in 103.62, and Schultz is second in 103.68. Jensen third in 105.29, and Dolphin 111.63. Cole touches in 128.02, and Arturo is bringing it home for East. Again, we heard from Coach Lowe from East, and these girls have not had a lot of time in the pool, so this is as much about getting in shape and facing the extra pressure of a meet or a competition. We always push a little harder when there's a starting pistol and a pin a number on, figuratively, so meets are good to help get in shape. We've got the 100-yard freestyle up next, junior varsity. East has a couple of kids, Stormy Kamarak in lane 1 and Caitlin Rodriguez in lane 2. Olivia Reisdorf in lane 4 for Dowling. Haley Mohan in 5 and Mackenzie Sheridan in lane 6, swimming for Dowling. 100-yard freestyle. One of the things I loved about swimming and having kids on the swim team was football game, basketball game, like the Elite 8, the Elite 11 are on the field or on the court, or 5. And here everybody gets a chance to swim, often being put into events. Every kid wants to just swim the 50 free, but they might be put in the 100 or a breaststroke or backstroke, definitely put on a relay. Every kid is used and feels a part of the team. And the teams, every team that we've been a part of has always been accepting of all of the kids on the team, from the fastest to the not fastest, helping new kids learn and grow and improve with every week of practice and every meet. Olivia Reisdorf in lane 4 coming home for Dowling, and she touches in 108.01. Haley Mohan touches next, 115.36. And Mackenzie Sheridan coming home for Dowling, lane 6. And she is going to touch that board in 126.18. Up at the top of your screen, Caitlin Rodriguez for East is pushing home for that 100-yard freestyle, finishing in 139.63. And Stormy Kamarak for East coming home in lane 1. And she touches in not 130.96. There's the timer. the mechanical timer, so to speak, is coming home and or coming over to the officials table to get her accurate time. Okay, we've got a full heat up next for the varsity 100-yard freestyle. Kiera Boriola for East in lane 1. Diana Babadilla in lane 2. Morgan Stout in lane 3. All swimming for East. For Dowling, Violet Bordenaro, Maggie Carlson in 5, and Ellie Ronnebaum in 6. All swimming for Dowling, 100-yard freestyle. We will have 2 heats of the 500. We will have a JV heat as well as a full varsity heat. JV heat will have just Dowling kids, and varsity will have a full contingent, 3 from East, 3 from Dowling. And they're to the marks for the 100-yard varsity freestyle. East's Stout had a great dive and a great start up in lane 3. Down in lane 5, Maggie Carlson takes over for Dowling, though she is being pushed by Diana Babadella up in lane 2 from East. Diane Babadella and in lane 6, Ellie Ronnebaum pushing each other. Ronnebaum touches first in 28:30 over Babadella for second place. Babadella swam at 28:55. And of course, Carlson swimming at 26:80 out in front for Dowling in lane 5, and she maintains that lead. East has 2 swimmers coming home in lane 2 and 3. It's Babadella and Stout for East. Ellie Ronnebaum for Dowling touches second. And for East, Babadilla, oh my gosh, 1/100th of a second between third and fourth between Babadilla and Stout. 1 minute, 0.74 and 1 minute, 0.75. I remember a race between Michael Phelps and Ryan Lotke that was decided by 1/100th of a second, and it was, I remember Phelps saying, it's like my fingernail was the difference. The length of my fingernail is 1/100th of a second. So great race there, fun to watch. We've got the 500-yard freestyle junior varsity coming up, and Maddie Lawler will be in lane 4, Abby Smith in lane 5, and Maria Maria Eide. I was waiting for the announcer to say her name because it looks like ELDE, but it's EIDE is her last name. But I have 55-year-old eyes. 500-yard free. They are off. Eide with a great start. Really a body length lead. It just on the dive itself. A good dive is worth its weight in gold. Their teammates down at the far end of the pool showing them the number of lengths that they have completed. So you'll see the 1 down there for that lap, that length, I guess. And it will be 3, so they will count up with odd numbers, and then the final number they will see will not be a number at all, but an orange square, which means kick it, you're on your way home. So that's Eide getting 3 lengths down. Maddie Lawler in second. See, Heidi swam a 34:32 for that lap, which is down and back. And she's at 104 for her 100. And we've got a score for post diving, 66-9. Dowling takes that lead. Again, it's just a great experience for the girls from East. Hopefully they continue to be able to swim throughout the season. I know they start school next week officially, and then they find out whether they can continue in sports or not, pending the disagreement between the Des Moines school superintendent and the state of Iowa. So we'll just see how that lands. But at this point, they will not be, schools who are doing virtual learning will not be allowed to continue in competition. But we'll see how that lands. Hopefully these girls get a chance to continue swimming throughout the season. Heidi continues to lead. She swam a 35.77 lap right there, so she's really, those are good times. She's got 9 lengths down, so she'll be at halfway here as she touches under her blocks. .36.13 lap and 2:52. So she's under a 6 minute. That's, I mean, she's cooking right along. That's a good, solid, consistent laps. Maddie Lawler in lane 4. Maddie Lawler about to touch and turn. Lawler 3:19. And Smith 3:24. So they're both Lawler and Smith are swimming about 41.5 second laps. And Heidi again 35.5 second lap for that lap right there. So she's more than halfway through and continues to stay right around 35 seconds. Lawler turning, again 41 second, and Smith doing a 41.5 second. Heidi a 35 second lap that time. Heidi seeing 15 laps lengths down, the other two girls seeing 13, so she's 1 full lap ahead of the other two. Lawler doing her best to hang with Heidi. She can see her through those lanes. They do watch each other. They're not swimming in a bubble. Again, a 35 second lap for Heidi, 41 for Lawler. Smith must have, something happened there. It says she did a 30-second lap. I don't think that's correct, but she's got to be right around 41 seconds as well. Here comes Heidi. She's got 1 lap to go. 1 full lap. She's swam a 36-second lap. Lawler turning. Again, 41.5 seconds. Smith's board is not working. It's not updating when she turns. And here comes Heidi. 5:15, she'll finish under 6. Boom. 5:49.63, a 34:42 for that last lap. The other two Dowling swimmers Maddie Lawler and Abby Smith. Turning with 1 to go. And they are looking at the red square. Thankful to see that. Time to push it home. Their teammates at the end of the pool there with the board, they will give clues to their swimmer based on how they hold that number board. If they swing it, it means one thing. If they bounce it up and down, it might mean another. It's their own little code. Lawler finishes second. Both of them cranking out a great final lap. Smith swimming a 37.45 to a 39 second for Lawler, but Lawler taking second and Smith third. Coming up, we've got the Varsity 500. Kylie Shannon, Justice Rayburn, Bethany Harapat for East, Ali Nedved, Ryan Rossi, and Mary Sweetman, all swimming for Dowling. Again, East is in lanes 1, 2, and 3 at the top of your screen. Dowling 4, 5, and 6 at the bottom of your screen. Mary Sweetman closest to the bottom of the screen. 500-yard freestyle. And they are off. Dowling all three of them had good dives, putting 3/4 of a body length on the East swimmers right out of the gates and into the pool. Looks like lane 6, Mary Sweetman pulling away a little bit, about a half a body length over her teammate Ryan Rossi in lane 5, and Ali Nedved in lane 4 is third. East's Bethany Harapat turns fourth up in lane 3, followed by Justice Rayburn and Kaylee Shannon in lane 1. Sweetman continues to pull away. Ryan Rossi still second, and Nedved in third. Swimming a 30, 31, and 32 second, and I'm rounding down generously. 30, 31, 32 second laps. 40-second last lap for East. 46 second and 46 second. That's not correct. Well, maybe it was. She might have made up some time on that last lap. 32, 34, 34 and a half second for the 3 swimmers from Dowling on those laps. They have swum 7 lengths. And as they finish here, it'll be 4 laps. They'll have 1 more lap, and they'll be halfway through. 10 laps or 20 lengths. Sweetman doing a 32-second lap. Rossi 34.83, and Nedved 36.35. Here comes Sweetman, ready to turn again. Swimming a 32.27. She's cruising. Halfway through, 2:34. Rossi a 35.21. She's a 2:44 swimmer. Nedved 2:48 for the half. 250 yards. She just swam a 36 second. Harapat from East is coming in for her halfway mark. Harapat from East in lane 3, 3:23 for her 250-yard mark. Rydburn and Shannon coming in for their 250-yard mark as Rossi turns, and she'll have 3 laps to go, if I'm doing math correctly. She's on length 15 right here. That was Sweetman in lane 6. Rossi just turning, and followed by Nedved in lane 4. So Sweetman turning, she will have 100 yards to go. Swimming a 33-second 50. The 1.5 laps to go as Rossi turns, and she is holding strong at a 36-second 50. Nedved a 36-second 50. And Sweetman hears the horn with 1 lap to go. 50 yards. She's made that turn in 4:45. She should finish somewhere around 5:15, 5:17 maybe. Depends on how fast her final lap is. Rossi making the turn in lane 5. Sticking strong with the 36. Nedved also swimming 36. Nedved's a little quicker, and Sweetman swims a 31.87 for her final lap to finish in 5:17.86. Rossi turning at the red square, followed by Nedved. Those two swimming home. Rossi will take second. Rossi touches 5:45.39 and Nedved in 5:48.10. The top of the pool, Harapat leads the East swimmers. And she is on her last lap and a half. And in lane 2, Rydburn turns 47.34, and Shannon in a 48.66. Harapat swimming a 43.31 as she enters her final lap. The other two will have a lap and a half to go when they touch the end of the pool. Harapat makes her final turn. All 3 East swimmers coming down, escorting Harapat home. Harapat pushing the other 2, encouraging them on the way by being just a good teammate swimming next to them. And Rydburn turns, followed by Shannon. They will have 1 lap to go as Harapat finishes in 7 minutes. 0.89. Rydburn's and Shannon's teammates next to him. They look up with every breath and see their teammates telling them to kick, telling them to go, telling them to push it all the way home to the finish line. And that they are. Those 2 are both pushing hard for that line. Which one will take it? It is Shannon at the top, swimming a 42nd final lap to Rydburn's 43.69 final lap. 7:45 for their overall times. Great job to all the swimmers from both Dowling and East. That's a tough That's a tough event no matter what. We've got the girls 200-yard freestyle relay, junior varsity. It's an all Dowling heat. This is Emma Futh, as in Booth, in lane 4. Reagan Jensen in lane 5, and Samara Tumia in lane 6. All swimming freestyle, 50 yards, 200 yards total, 4 swimmers. We've got the 200 free relay. We'll have another break, and we will hear from Coach Erin Lowe from East. We talked to her before the meet. And here's a 200-yard freestyle relay. And they are off. Nice long dives, good dolphin kicks under the water. Reagan Jensen was in the lead, but it looks like Emma Futh takes it coming home. We've got Annie Honkamp in lane 4, Emily Kavlock in 5, and Maddie Lawler in 6. Taken to the pool right now. 50 yards of freestyle, and it is just about neck and neck. I think Annie Honkamp is a bit ahead and has pulled ahead with that great push off the wall, full body length by the end of this lap. And she will be passing off to Ellie Ronenbaum. Mary Kate Melcher taking over in lane 5, and Haley Mohan in lane 6. Following up for leg number 3 of the 200-yard freestyle relay. Up in lane 3, they are 4. They are really pulling away. Ellie Ronenbaum swimming a good leg. See where she touches. 27 for that split. Handing off to Abby Wilcox up there in lane 4. Abby Smith in lane 5, and Olivia Riesdorf in lane 6, anchoring as lane 4, Abby Wilcox brings it home for the JV squad, swimming 26.49, finishing 147.87 for that 200 free relay. Abby Smith touching in lane 5, swimming at 31.05 for 157.18, as Olivia Reisdorf touches in lane 6, swimming at 31.69, 207.56 for that team right there. For Dowling Catholic, we've got a full slate of lanes for the varsity 200-yard freestyle relay. Beginning for East in lane 1, Emma Luft. In lane 2, Gracie Boley. In lane 3, Kayla Cole. Dowling's lane 4 is kicking off with Mary Sweetman. Julia Sweetman in lane 5, and Maggie Carlson in lane 6 will be leading off the 200-yard freestyle relay. Girls are taking the blocks. And it's a fair and good start for all. Dowling swimmers moving ahead, but being challenged by Kayla Cole from East up in lane 3. Lane 4 touches first. That was very switching, handing off to Zara Worth. Lane 5 handing off to Mary Martin. Lane 6, Ellie Clark. East, Morgan Stout takes over in lane 3. In lane 2, Jada Decoder takes over in lane 2, and Mackenzie Louder in lane 1. And here we go. It's virtually a three-way tie for Dowling, and in lane 4, Bree Evans. Lane 5, Caroline Schultz. Lane 6, Cassie Rounds. And for East, taking over, Diana Babadella in lane 3. In lane 2, Justice Rydburn. She just swam. Lane 6, a slight lead for Dowling. In lane 4, we've got Ali Nedved, Ryan Rossi in lane 5, and lane 1, Bethany Harapat in lane 2, and McKenna Dolphin in lane 3. And lane 6, Maria Eide finishing there for as we watch Bethany Harapat finish in lane 2 for East, and Heidi Arturo finishing strong, reaching for that wall and touching the board. And we have another 10-minute break. We've got some internet issues we're working on here, but an interview from the East High Scarlet coach Aaron Lowe. So be right back.
Obsessively, relentlessly. That's what you can always expect, even when faced with the unexpected. It's a service we take seriously, providing comfort in the rain, tools to help you save, a helping hand along the way, and from a safe distance away, delivering the energy you need while remains committed to you.
Save thousands now at
100-yard backstroke, junior varsity, and we've got swimmers from, got one from Bordenaro, and Becca Kelsey in lane, and Violet Bordenello, long push with those shoulders on every stroke. You can just see Kelsey coming home in 1:19.93. A third, 1:40.21, followed by Luft in lane 2. Varsity backstroke coming up. Alea Blake, lane 3, Kayla Cole. For Dowling in lane 4, Abby Wilcox. Lane 5, Ellie Clark. Lane 6, Sarah Gracella. One. Girls enter the water. They'll get their feet up on the board and push off. And into the water they go. Getting some strong upside down dolphin kicks before they come. Having a great start. Clark swimming a 29.93, sub 30. Great time. Let's see what she does here. Touching first, swimming a 31.23. Wilcox swimming a Cole finishes next, 1:16.71, followed by Blake in 1:18. Finishing in 1:34.08. Here, Samara Tumia in lane 4. Holly Dowling, 100-yard breaststroke. And it is a fair start for turn. You don't have to put based on doing, not watching. Lap followed by Mohan. At home. Touching for that final lap, finishing in 118.44, finishing 129.42, and Reisdorf 49. Varsity breaststroke 100 yards. We've got a full slate here. 3, all from East. Emma Futh in 4, Mary Martin in 5, and Emily Kavlock in 6, all swimming for Dowling. And they are off. The opposite red dot. And a 32-second lap for those two. Lane 6 turns in 48.75. And here comes your leaders. Lane 5, 107.85 to 108.5. And Kavlock just out touches Cole, 122.31 to 122.6. Bowley for each. Boom, and she touches in 145.4. Is often one of the most exciting races of the night, sometimes when teams are in the relays. So we've got Becca Kelsey in lane 5, Violet Bordenaro. First leg is off. Though I have seen on occasion kids doing breaststroke or butterfly in this race. In lane 4, Sarah Gricella. Jensen touches first, sending Bree Evans into the water. Gricella makes a, Evans makes a great swimming at 27.59. Abby Smith swimming 30.82, and Olivia Reisdorf. Bree Evans bringing it home, going to be passing the torch to 3. Here comes Gricella passing on 8. Reisdorf sending it off to Molly. Here comes Heidi, 3:23 for that last lap. And here comes Melcher passing off to Claire Carlson. Melcher swam 5. Are we back? Hello, folks.
Hi.
Sorry about that.
I don't know if we are or not.
There we are, folks. Are we live?